Have you ever wondered which clubs would actually benefit other players more? Would they be better than they are right now? How would this affect the rest of the story? Continue watching this video to find out. There are some players in bluelock who I think don't belong in their current clubs, and I believe that some of you may agree to a certain point. Some of the club decisions may make sense plot-wise, but some of these don't really work when it comes to the development of the player. So, in this video, I'm going to be mentioning some bluelock players and discuss about what club they should have chosen to become a better version of themselves. To start things off, I'm going to be talking about the late game hero in the BM vs Ubers match, Hiori. I believe that Hiori should have chosen to play for PXG to bring out his potential, and it's not that Bastard München was the wrong choice. It is actually pretty debatable on which team he could play for. He was able to create really good impact on Bastard München thus far, but I feel like he can do way better by not being limited to isagi. Hiori is a prodigy with so much talent and potential, but he just lacks the drive and ego to become the best, and we all know what happened in Bastard München. So, by being separated by isagi, it is very possible that Hiori would not have become the player that he currently is. But by playing for PXG, he has tons of options who are worthy of his crazy passes to show off his ego. Rin is like a more refined isagi in a way, so this may play a part. But he does have a different personality as isagi, so it can be way different as well. Aside from Rin, Shido is another striker who we know is truly worthy of those ridiculous passes after seeing what he is capable of during the U20 match. We can see similarities between the current Hiori and Itoshi Sai, so a Shido and Hiori duo would be very lethal. Another thing is that Hiori can learn a thing or two from the potential New Gen 11 members in Chappie and Charles. Currently, we do not know how they are personality-wise or even how they really play, but I do know that Hiori hasn't really learned from the vets in Bastard München. If anything, he was able to observe the field and learn things by himself. If you're enjoying this video so far, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to let me know that you want more videos just like this. The next player would be Zantetsu, a speedster second to Chigiri thus far. I believe that PXG is not a bad pick for him as well, as the fastest in the verse in Julian Loki is their master striker. He could be a mentor towards Zantetsu, but they are practically in the same age group, so there probably isn't too much experience for Loki to share with others. But that doesn't mean he isn't a good player. In PXG, I see him developing a similar playstyle to Loki with his change of speed and direction since he is mostly known for his acceleration. However, right now in PXG, he is currently barely in the top 23, so it's possible that he isn't as good as we think he is, or just isn't being utilized as much. Now, if Zantetsu were to go to Manshine City instead, this could have allowed him to possibly overtake Chigiri in terms of speed. Not only would he have improved his physical specs, but Manshine City would have been nearly impossible to stop as well. We know how he has his own shooting zone, so with a golden formula similar to Chigiri, this duo would just be lethal. With Chris Prince as his mentor, he would no doubt be a way better player. Next up, we have the player who is currently headed towards his downfall. I truly believe that Nagi will end up coming back stronger after experiencing numerous losses, including a potential loss to FC Barca, which is the team that I think Nagi should have chosen to go to. FC Barca promotes creativity, which is one of the things that Nagi truly lacks aside from motivation. With the lack of star power on FC Barca, this can also balance the teams out. But with their master striker being arrogant and not really willing to put the time to help out the players under him, it is possible that Nagi won't be able to be as creative as we expect. In fact, it is very difficult to pick a club where Nagi would really fit just because of how he is. Manshine City was already a pretty good pick, especially with Agi willing to help him showcase his creativity. But with him still being together with Rayo, he's pretty much back to square one. However, by finally being separated from Rayo, this could encourage him to finally push himself and bring out his own ideas. Now we have Gasu, the leader figure during the Japan U20 match. He is a player who is very analytical and vocal, which I believe is perfect for Bastard München. This team is mainly about being rational, and that is a perfect fit for Gasu. He is an unselfish player who isn't really known as a prodigy or really talented, but his knowledge for the game is what makes him a really good player and is the reason why he was ranked the number 3 player after the second selection. With him playing as a central defensive midfielder for Bastard München, this would stabilize BM's defensive formation and allow a more organized offensive system when counterattacking. His communication and initiative to make sure everything is as planned would create a huge impact in the team's culture. With him on the team, this could also clean up the chaos between Isagi and Kaiser's system. Next up, we have Yukimiya. Although he was able to score a goal against Manshine City, I'm pretty sure he would do way better somewhere else, especially if he was on the other side of the coin. Not only is it a crumbling team, but it can help Yukimiya improve with his street dribbling style. Yukimiya is a dribbler that uses more of his power and speed to get past his opponents, but one can say that he could just improve his dribbling in FC Barca. But the problem is that his one-on-one Emperor style is more of a physical thing, quite different from Bachra's style. With Chris Prince by his side, he would be way more prepared in taking duels against stronger opponents in the future. In the same way as the rest, his ability to create space by himself can allow him to create a shooting zone once again with his gyro shot. He even has a shot called the Sword Screw that was inspired by Chris Prince's knuckle shot, in which it has an increased rotation that drops down further. I have another player choosing to play for Manshine City in Tokimitsu. We know that Tokimitsu's biggest weakness is his confidence, but his physicality and endurance are one of the best in bluelock. Chris Prince is a very confident person, quite the opposite of Tokimitsu. With this kind of ego, I would like to see him heavily influence Tokimitsu and give him the confidence that he needs to bring out the best of his abilities. With Tokimitsu's build, I'm sure that Chris Prince would be really excited about that. With his help, Tokimitsu would get the upgrade that he needs after being toyed by Adam Blake during the match against the World 5. He would just be the perfect protege with this type of build and personality. Lastly, I have Aiku choosing to play for Bastard München instead. With his leadership and defensive skills, he would easily become a starter for Bastard München and heavily influence their side of the field. With him on BM, their forwards such as Kaiser and Isagi would not have to drop down so deep and play the roles of the defenders by blocking multiple shots. Aiku's spatial awareness and reflexes make it very easy for him to react to the plays that are happening right in front of him. With this, he is able to make the right plays. His view of the field allows him to detect any threats and react instantly to surprising plays. It is said that Aiku was offered to play for an unspecified Italian club, so it does make sense why he chose to play for the Ubers. What do you think would have happened if these players joined different clubs? Would they be better players, or are they better where they currently are? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have other what if ideas that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments. Have you ever wondered what would have happened if Itoshi Rin joined Bastard München? Check this video out right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching.